And then just realizing, wait a second, if you were to see Jesus 2,000 years ago, would he obviously look like God? No. Would he be fully God? Absolutely. Fully God, fully man, but God hidden. The glory of God hidden. Why would he do that? And why does he do that? My guess is this. The whole point of the incarnation was to get close to us. You know, if we saw God for who he really is, man, I wouldn't approach him. I would never walk into a Catholic church if God was unveiled. And so what does he do? He hides and he just waits. But he is so in love with you that he's willing to become so small you'll ignore him. He is so in love with you that he's willing to hide that glory and let you just forget him. What happens when we offer up the sacrifice on the altar? The moment in the Mass when the priest is here at the altar and he says, this is my body given up for you, and then he elevates the host, the worship isn't offered at that moment. The worship is offered when the priest takes the body of Christ and the blood of Christ, and he says, through him, with him, in him. That's the moment when the Father is glorified. The two things that happen every single time we go to Mass. Everyone in this church, you know exactly what those two things are. Pray, my brothers and sisters, that my sacrifice and yours may be acceptable to God, the Almighty Father. So the priest says, okay, in a second, the Father will be glorified and the world will be saved. So pray, my brothers and sisters, that my sacrifice and yours may be acceptable to God the Father Almighty. The church has been telling us every single time we've been going to Mass, stop wasting your priesthood by just watching this. No wonder the Mass is boring. I stop and watch when I should be worshiping. And when you do that, what happens? Two things. The Father is glorified and the world is saved. That can only happen if we stop watching and start worshiping. Because the key, of course, in the end of it is him. Everything we do is for him. We love our neighbor for him. We take care of the outcasts for him. We don't neglect the stranger and the people who are forgotten for him. And we come here day after day because he's worth it. Or he loves us so much that he's willing to be walked upon. He loves us enough to become so small we'll ignore him. He's reckless, not with you, not with your heart, with himself.